Today we will understand the stack operation in 8085 microprocessor. So what is stack? Stack is actually a memory segment in memory which is used for temporary storage during the execution of a program. Suppose if a programmer is writing a program and if he needs to store some data during the execution, it can be stored in stack, right? It is a facility available in memory because in CPU there are few registers available for storage. That is the reason stack helps programmer to have additional storage space during the execution of a program. So when we write any data in stack, the operation is called push operation. You must have learned the push and pop operations in data structures. Similarly, when we read any data from stack, this operation is called pop. One special register called stack pointer, which is a 16-bit register stack pointer which is a 16-bit register which helps storing of data, which helps to store the address of the top element of the stack, as you can see here. So stack is maintained with the help of stack pointer and one register pair called PSW, program status word, which is used in stack operation. This PSW is nothing but the combination of accumulator and flag register. So when a programmer wants to use the stack need to be initialized, meaning from where the programmer want to start the stack in the entire memory segment. So this can be done with the help of LXI SP and then writing 16-bit address. So this is the starting address of the stack. So there are two instructions mainly which is related to stack operation. One is the push and another is the pop. Let us understand how push operation works in stack in 8085 microprocessor. So push RP is the instruction which writes 2 bytes of this register pair RP into the stack. This is a data transfer instruction, so the flags are not affected in this case. For example, push B is an instruction where the content of B and C pair will be stored in stack. So suppose this is a memory segment, right? Let us say this is 2022H, right? So SP is a stack pointer which is here 3022, right? So how push operation works? The first step is the stack pointer gets decremented by 1. So stack pointer gets decremented by 1, it becomes 3021, and the memory pointed by stack pointer will have the content of B register. So whatever the content of B register will be copied here, and then stack gets decremented, so it becomes 3020, and then memory pointed by stack pointer will have the content of C register. So content of C copied in this location. So now this is the stack which is having top element as this, which is nothing but the content of C register, and this is the address which is stored in stack pointer, right? So to perform this push operation, there are few machine cycles required. Number one, the opcode fetch, which requires 6 T states. Number two, memory write, which requires 3 T, and this memory write is this operation when the content of B register is copied in this memory location. So this requires 3 T machine cycles. Then another memory write for writing this data from C to this memory segment. This also requires 3 T machine cycles. So this is how push operation is used in microprocessor 8085, where push operation store 2 bytes in the memory segment, which is nothing but a stack, right? We will see this operation in detail later on. Let us understand now the pop operation. Similarly, suppose this is the memory segment 3022, 3021, 3020. So we have stored 2 bytes, which is called push operation. In earlier push operation, we have stored 2 bytes on these 2 memory segments. Now we want to pop these 2 top data which is inside this stack. So to perform this pop operation, for example, we want to perform pop H. So the content of these 2 memory segments will be loaded in this register pair, which is nothing but HL pair. So these two contents will be copied in HL pair. So how this works? The number one is the content of lower register will be copied. The content of lower register is actually, there is a mistake here. The memory pointed by stack pointer. So initially the stack pointer will have 3020 because this is the top element of the stack, right? So the memory pointed by stack pointer is this data. It is copied into L register. So this will be copied in L register. Then stack gets incremented. So now stack pointer will become 3021 from 3020 to 3021, right? Then the memory pointed by stack pointer will be copied into H register. So this data will be copied in H register. So the top 2 content will be popped and loaded into H and L register. This is called pop operation. This requires few machine cycle. The number one is opcode fetch, then memory write 3T, and then one more operation, which is memory write, requires 3T operation. Let us understand in detail with the help of example how push operation works. Here this is a memory, this is a nothing but programming model in CPU. So whenever we write LXI SP, 2099, so this 16-bit data will be loaded into stack pointer here, and when we write LXI HP 42F2, so 42F2 will be loaded in H and L pair. Then we want to perform push H. What does push H will perform? Push H will push the content of H and L into stack. So how it will be done? So the content of H and L will be pushed into the stack. Now we have started the stack from 2099 location this one. So the first step in push operation is the stack pointer will be incremented, it become 2098. Then the content of L will be copied in this location 42. Then the another data the content of higher register will be copied first here, and then the content of lower register will be copied at this location. So let us rewind this, how push will work. The number one step is stack pointer gets incremented, so stack pointer will become 2098, and then the content of higher register will be copied on this memory segment, right? And then the stack pointer again gets decremented, right? So this is how the push operation will work. Similarly, if you want to pop some data from the stack, so suppose if we write pop h, so how pop h will work? So the content of this memory segment called stack, and these top two elements will be loaded into HL pair. So that is the H and L pair here. So first the content of the top element of the stack F2 will be loaded in L register. So stack pointer will have 2097 in the beginning. So the number first step is this memory pointed by stack pointer will be copied in lower register, right? And then stack pointer gets incremented, and then in third step, in second step, stack pointer gets incremented, and then memory pointed by stack pointer will be copied in H register. So now this data will be copied in H register. Now stack pointer will get incremented again. So now it will have 2099. So this is the data now stack pointer is pointing to after pop operation. One more instruction here which is related to stack, that is XTHL. So XTHL is an exchange HL pair with the top two element of the stack, right? Suppose the top two element in the stack is XX and YY here, and the content of H and L is some data A and B. Now we want to exchange these two data from these two data, right? So this is the situation before the execution. After the execution, the situation will be like, so after the execution, this data will be copied here, and this data will be available here, and H and L pair will have YY and XX. So these two will be exchanged with these two. So this is called exchange top two element of stack. So this requires machine cycle 40, and then 2 memory read, this one, and then 2 memory write. These two data will be written over this location. So this is called memory write operation. Thank you.